Good morning. Today is the 12th of October 2024. The time is 8:32. Yeah, 8:32 in the morning. So, I normally don't sleep this late, but I'm really tired. Um, I don't get a lot of sleep because I be waking up all through the night. I remember waking up the first time I woke. I don't know if it was the first time. Uh, but they was really burning me. I felt like I could feel it on the outside of me, not just on the inside, and it was just hot. And like I said one time before, it felt like if the movement of it feel like I'm in fire, and it's hot. So I got up, and my chair was over there, and that's where I first put it over there, and then I moved it back over here. So I'm moving my chair back and forth, back and forth. Then this morning, after it was daylight, I went and got on the couch. That's where I'm just coming from. Um, I don't remember falling asleep, but I'm just waking up. And then the same thing in there. I don't know how these people can just do this, no matter where I am. And I know it's coming out from under the house because I can feel it, the vibration of it coming out from under the house. It like be scraping against the wood under the house, and it makes a bump sometimes. But I always feel this heat. It's hot, and my stomach's really hurting this morning. Before I went to bed though, I took something to make my bowels move, and it really moved, really moved out. I pretty much a lot all night, and I felt my stomach going down. It went down a lot, but see, they don't swole it back up. They don't swole it back up. Because it had went down and the stomach felt soft and everything. All this felt like it was gone. They done blew it back up. Because they puts me to sleep so that they can do this to me. I don't know the purpose of them doing this. I really don't know the purpose of it. Other than just being a devil. That's the only thing I could say. And the only thing I can say, I just pray that God make them pay for what they're doing to me. And I pray that PWC, all the utility companies, Spectrum, they all, God take it all away from them. We just won't have no cable. We just won't have no lights. I got plenty of candles. That's what we may have to go back to. If they're going to be using the utility company and the cable company to kill people, we don't need it. We don't need cable, and we don't need uh, lights or whatever, because they poured it in the water. They poured it in our house, putting all this energy in our house. So we don't need this. We don't need it. We just have to go back to the old days, because this house is full of energy. It's full of it, and they're using it to do this to me. They're using the utility companies are doing this, and our military, and our law. That's who just any regular people that is not going to know how to do this. This is military. They got it up under my house too, and I was there 6 years before they put it there. And I know it was a military because the people that live beside me are only military live there. And the guy had asked for my landlord's phone number, and they gave him permission. That's what I'm saying. The land people that you renting from is giving these people permission to do this stuff, and the real estate agency, they know what's going on. I could tell by the way they act, and I could feel them that they're all involved in this stuff. Well, they try to set you up. That's what they try to do. They try to set you up with the people that's renting the houses. Cause one house was when we before we got this house, we went to another house out where we used to live at. The first house that we lived in, we went to a house out there, but it was too small. It was a nice house, but it was small. The room was small. There was a couple. They was military. I could tell by the way they positioned themselves. They was military. And then she was doing something on her computer that I think she was either videoing us or something on that computer. Cause she stayed on it the whole time we were there. He was acting weird, and I don't know. I could just feel him. I could just feel I don't like this stuff. I really don't. And it's hard to even go around anybody that's not a part of this stuff. People just because they offer money, they'll just do it. And this is what they expect. That's how much these people that's really rich. That's how they look at us. We are sold sell our soul to the devil, which is what gang stoppers are doing. You selling your soul to the devil when you taking that money. When you signing those papers to join into this stuff, or if you obeying what those uh, texts telling you, you selling yourself to the devil because there's no way God is going to accept you when you're trying to destroy somebody else's life. I don't care if you are a Christian, because I've had Christians following me too. They doing stuff to my face. They dehydrating my skin. That's what they're doing on the inside. But they're making you gain weight because they're attacking your adrenal gland, which releases or give you a high level of cortisol. That's why it was attacking my kidney. I couldn't figure out why they attacking my kidneys. It's because your adrenal gland is on top of your kidneys. Each kidney have an adrenal gland on top of it. And when you have high levels of cortisol, it makes you swell up. You change your face, the shape of your face, and everything. What you want? And I could tell my stomach had went down this morning because I used the bathroom a lot, and and they just put me back to sleep and swole me back up. But I'm gonna take some more and go back to the bathroom. I don't know what this stuff is, if it's making it solid in me or what. I don't know. I don't even know. But I said I was gonna study up on that hormonal glands and see all the different glands in our body that releases hormones. I haven't done it yet. Oh, what is it, boy? What? Hmm. What fella? He just looking at me, staring at me. Oh boy. That lady across the street when they had them L it's either Altec, it's ALTEC Altec utility. And they put I can't remember what you call them thing you put on your house to help you with your electrical things. But those people went all the way down to the end. All the cable company and utility companies they're going down at the end of the street down there because those people that live back in that corner back there, they had when we moved here, they had people to put something down under the ground. Cause the man came here. He came here saying that some woman hired him to put something down under the ground, and he wanted to ask us for our permission. But he didn't have to ask for our permission because he wasn't putting it in our yard. But that there was something wrong with that man because I just stood in the window. As soon as I walked up to the window, he looked like that. Real fast he looked. And then I went in my daughter's room. As soon as I walked up to her window, he did like that. He would know exactly where I am and look right at me. And so it was him and some more men in a station wagon. They was putting stuff down under the ground at the end of the street and down that road. And as they were putting stuff down there, uh, I could feel my neck burning. So it was having an effect here, to this house, right? Not just to this house, but to me. Every time they start digging under the ground, I could feel the burning in my neck. So that's why I know that they're doing something to connect the houses to this house because I start burning. And so yesterday, I got some packages. My daughter got some packages twice yesterday. And each time, I mean, I might need to see if I can video it. And I might not post it, but at least I can video it and show that where I went on the porch. I just right at the door. I just stepped down on the porch and picked the package up because they didn't have it right at the door. They had it over to the side. So I had to step down on the porch to pick the packages up on the side of the door. But when I got back in the house, I could feel something withdrawing my heart both times. The last time I went out there, it was even stronger. But I knew that they were doing something that was going to affect over here because I could feel the atmosphere in here change. And it was drawing my head. That's why I haven't really been doing a lot of sitting in here. I was sitting in the living room because in here it felt like something was drawing at my brain. But I do know even before they went over there putting all that stuff on her house, I was waking up with my head burning. So they trying to do something to my brain. I just keep getting up, and doing something. Yesterday they kept putting me to sleep. I was in the living room then, and I mean this was constant. I mean this was more than normal than what they normally. Just I mean this was a lot for hours. They just kept putting me to sleep, and so I went and got my migraine. put it. I went and got my magnet. I need to find it 'cause I want to lay my computer down on it because it will wipe it clean. I done throw up two computers with this magnet. Will you quit, fella? Let me get close to right here. These two magnets stuck together. I can't unstick them. But I had two like this right here, and I dropped one of them and it broke. And then I had two like this one, and the drop one and broke. So when you drop them, they will break. If you drop them like on cement or something, they'll break. And see, they just slide, but I can't get them apart. So I put it. I have wore yesterday with on top of my head because they kept attacking my head, put me to sleep, and then I tied this here on my head. I had it tied up, so I had to walk around like this, yeah, all day yesterday. After I see they was gonna just keep putting me to sleep. So evidently these perverted men is going into that uh remote neural monitoring, attacking me in the some kind of space world or whatever. Of course, because I don't really understand remote neural monitoring, but according to what Calvin Christians say, they go into a sleep state, and they go into sleep state to rape you. So these are just a bunch of perverted devils, low life, no good piece of crap men. They rape men and women. They don't care. They might rape dogs. They just nasty perverts. That God need to take all that from them. Just take it from them. Lose all feelings and everything for that desire. That's what I wish God would do. And I don't know if that woman over there is able to for her to, I don't know. I mean, you put all that stuff on your house. I mean, she really got to be a pervert too. She looked like a dragon woman. This don't make no sense, no kind of sense. But I got to change my heart, and try to still walk in love because I don't want to be separated from God. I listened at this prophetess yesterday, my first time seeing her, but I could tell that she's a seasoned prophet, and very seasoned. And I was looking at her on Facebook, but I found her also on YouTube. And I wrote to her. I tried to write to her on Facebook, but they had it where I couldn't get my computer to write to her. So I looked her up on Facebook, on YouTube, and I was able to write to her. But she's like a mentor of prophets, and she was talking about it. Everything she was saying was making sense to me, and why I'm going, why I don't hear from God like I used to, and uh, different things she was explaining why you're not flowing in the spirit like you might have at one time, you know. Because when God really started opening up things to me and allowing me to see things, and He would tell me things, that's when my pastor started coming against me because he actually was telling me stuff about her. He was telling me stuff about her, and see, I didn't understand. Cause he would just tell me stuff, and that would be it. And at first, I thought it was the devil, cause it was so bad. It was so bad till I was rebuking. I rebuke it. I would say, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. For about 5 days, this went on for about 5 days, but I didn't know it was God. But it was so bad telling me stuff about my pastor, and it was so bad till I was rebuking it. And I don't tell you the truth, it was so bad that I don't even remember all that he was telling me. I just remember one part, and that's it. And this was her, and that's why he was. I guess he wanted. I don't know if he wanted me to get out of that church or pray for her. I don't know. I don't even know. But I ended up getting out of the church. But after they come against me with witchcraft, that I didn't ever go back. But I did leave because she's just when I made a mistake. I wanted her to pray for me, and I went to her telling her that I was having these bad thoughts because I didn't understand what was going on, and she just got this evil look on her face and just walked past me and walked. I wanted her. I was trying to get her to pray for me because I thought it was something wrong with me because it was really bad. I mean, it was seriously bad, and I just kept rebuking it. And the last day that God was telling me, he told me, this is not the devil, this is the Lord. So I said, well, Lord, I said, well, you see what she did. She got mad, really mad at me, and then she started coming against me. She started coming against me and turning people against me and stuff like that. And then she tried to make me jealous, but God showed me what she was doing, and I didn't get jealous. I didn't even react to what she did, and she got mad because I didn't react the way she wanted. She thought she was gonna make me feel jealous, but as she was doing it, God was talking to me, telling me, and I didn't react the way she the person that she was trying to use to make me jealous. When they walked up where I was, I hugged them. And then she got mad because I didn't react the way she wanted me to. Because God was telling me, what she was doing, and this was my pastor. She didn't really want me to grow. She saw what God wanted to do in me, but she was trying not to help me grow because I know she could see, because she could see, she had the eyes to see, but there was something else there too. She was mean. She was mean, and she treated people with meanness too. I went to different churches that I was supposed to receive things from, but they wouldn't give it to me. They wouldn't help me. They didn't want to help me grow. One prophetess told me that I was staying in the churches too long, that God was sending me out to receive things and to see things. And I was seeing it, but I wouldn't leave. She said I was staying too long. She said I would go and get comfortable, and I stay too long. But it wasn't that I was really getting comfortable. I just they always talk about church hopping. You don't go to church hop and all that kind of stuff. I would try to stay, but what she would say that you will stay too long and you get fat in the spirit, and you start smelling in the spirit because you're not supposed to be there. And that's when they start attacking you. And that's exactly all the churches I was going to was attacking me. And that's what this prophet was saying, that we stay too long in the church. God has sent us outward to receive and to see. And I did. I see things. I saw a lot of stuff that went right in the church. The things I did learn, especially I learned a lot from her church about this praying and going into the spirit realm in prayer. But there's a lot of wrong stuff in the church. There's a lot of wrong stuff in the church. I went to one church and the pastor on those they're trying to preach high, and the gang stalker was following me. At that time, I didn't know. I knew there was something. I didn't know what it was though. because I didn't know nothing about gang stalking at that time. What they knew about me, and they were following me. They didn't want me. They don't want me in church. They don't want me praying. They don't want me reading because they know what's in me. I don't know what's in me, but they do, and they trying to keep me from getting to that place. But this lady, she can see, and she's not selfish. She's not. It's not about her. It's about God. So I wrote to her and telling her what I'm going through. I'm really hurting this morning. I mean, they really is attacking me inside my stomach, inside my body, dehydrating me. What you want, boy? You've been outside twice today. This already. This what time? It's just 8:58. You done been outside twice. You need to go again. You need to go outside. Let me let him go outside again. Wait a minute. Okay, okay. Okay. One lady, they wasn't showing. They was in some type of conference or something, I guess. Her and one of her mentors was talking, and so she opened the floor up, and the women would just walk up and you know ask the question, but she could see what was on them. She could see if they were seers, because that's what I heard that I was a seer. But see, the witches, these people are putting all this technology, doctors, they're involved in trying to stop me and stuff. But they just doing what the game stoppers, whoever it was that's contacting, whatever these people, I don't know if the FBI, they somebody with authority that'll make a doctor do implant or somebody, and they call in the hospital, even there in the operating room, because I kept looking at this woman, and I knew there was something not right with her. I don't know if she was a witch or what she was, but I knew she won't be a doctor. She could have been a doctor because doctors are involved, but I didn't get any good feeling about her. Um, Even my doctor, there was something wrong right with him. The way he was nervous. Uh, I should have just not went through with it. But I was having so much problem. I didn't know I was being gangsta for one thing. If I known I was being gangsta, I probably wouldn't have let him uh, go inside my body. And he was telling me he needed to see what was going on in me, and I'm trusting him, even though he was acting weird. He was acting very weird, and now I'm hearing that they don't know where he at. Lady from where I was living, I was telling her what happened because I hadn't talked to her in a long time. I called her, I found her phone number, and she was telling me about her husband died from cancer, and he was a real smart guy, real smart, and this stuff can give people cancer. So I don't know if people getting cancer just because their body is acting up or if it's being done to them, you know. Because this stuff can give you cancer. I heard them saying it. This one girl was trying to tell the other girl not to attack me while I was outside. Because this stuff can give, she said, this stuff can give her cancer. She said she didn't care. This is dealing with her money. So she didn't care what she was doing to me could give me cancer. Just like none of these people care. Like this stuff been going in my body for 7 years, 7 whole years, swelling my stomach up like this here. As soon as I do something to take something to release some of this puffing and stuff, cause my stomach actually went down. I could tell that it had went down, but as you see, it's back up there. Cause they blowing me back up like I'm a blind balloon. But that's okay. Because I was just wondering, of all these houses, or these people lost their property and lost their land, and some people lost their life. Was any of them gang stalkers? I just wonder, because you can't hardly find nobody that's not a gang stalker or know about it and making money off of it. So I'm just wondering, people keep saying that God, I don't know if God, this was man doing, but did God put his hands in it and run it on through to do what it did for judgment? I don't know. For these to be sundown towns. But there's a lot of sundown towns. They not just in the South. They everywhere. They're everywhere. All across America, they have sundown towns. Even up north, west, east, south, whichever direction, they got sundown towns. And there's no way on this earth that they should be sundown towns where only white people can be there at nighttime. I mean, who gave them the right to do that? And I actually saw a trailer yesterday of a sundown town. There were these three people in a car, and I think they got lost. And like I said, I think it's the police. But this was the police messing with these people. So the police told them to get out the car, get out the car. So they got out the car, and he was real hateful, just nasty, cause they were black. And that's what they doing there. And I think they had got lost. And no, he said no. They said they had to use the bathroom. And he said, "You better be glad that it's not night, and I'll catch you out in my woods, releasing yourself like dogs. What he would do, have them hung." I said, "That's what exactly what I said. I believe the police is doing this. I really do. With all my heart and soul, I believe police killing these black people because they know it's a business selling black folks organs, making money. Not that long ago, maybe some months ago, they caught this man. He had so many bodies. He had different parts of 20 different people bodies, body parts. And the way they caught it, the blood was leaking out the car, out the truck. That's how they caught him, from the blood leaking out the truck. But he had 20 different people body parts. And a lot of this that's dealing with Diddy is trafficking. And it's going way high. Like I said, Diddy is a scapegoat. Uh, Somebody that's within something had this tail on him. And they trying to get rid of Diddy because you got people that's way up in the high status. So they can put this, they make themselves real high. The higher money you got, the higher your status is. So they got people out not in America, over in Europe, that's dealing with Diddy. They own Diddy. Diddy is a little punk slave, black joker that wants to bring down black people, black men, because he drugging them and raping them, and then he is uh, blackmailing them. And they the fools to let him do it. Evidently, they must have liked it. Because you're not getting ready to blackmail me and you rape me. You drug me. I'm getting ready to bring you down. Now you a drug me and then gonna try to blackmail me because you doing some nasty stuff to me and I'm out. This guy got a video saying that he was at one of Diddy parties, but he don't drink. He said he don't drink alcohol. He just smoked marijuana. He only smoked his own marijuana. And that's what he said. But anyway, he said he noticed everybody was asleep but him. And he could hear Diddy having sex with some man in a Diddy. I don't even want to talk about that. What he was saying, Diddy was saying, ugh. Diddy is just sick. And whatever happened to him, oh no, they said he dead. That is not the Diddy. That's not Diddy that we seeing. That's a clone. This man that gets his information from the FBI, he said they killed Diddy 4 months ago. That's not Diddy we seeing now. That is not him. He is gone because they don't want uh these powerful people names involved in this thing. They bring down all these little black folks, little black jokers that fell into this trap playing basketball butt naked and all this kind of stuff. They'll deal with that. They'll bring them down and put them in a Justin Bieber post thing. That's so sad. But I saw him in church worshiping. That's what this man said. I saw a video with this white preacher was saying that trying to get in contact with Justin Bieber because Justin Bieber gonna be one of the world's greatest worshiper. So I don't know if he's gonna be the world's greatest worshiper or not, but I saw him worshiping. I saw him in church in a video in church worshiping. And so, God forgives. So did he done, but he can't do he in hell probably tonight. Let being raped by the demons. Cause he done a lot of bad stuff. And so if he dead and the other people that he been blackmailing and raping and doing stuff, they still here getting their name dragged. Cause a lot of people is involved in this. Men messing around with women. These men got wives and stuff. And then you going somewhere messing around with a man, playing naked basketball and stuff. I mean, to bring the wives back something that they can't get rid of. The only way to get rid of it is in death. But they're not trying to. But this man, he's a bishop something. I can't remember his name, but he always got the dirt on people. I don't really agree with the way he teaches the Bible, but he get dirt from the FBI on people, and he said he's not afraid to talk about it, and he do talk about it. He gets a lot of dirt on celebrities and stuff, but there's a lot of white people involved in this, but they're not talking about it. I don't know if it's gonna come out in the if it's gonna come out or not, but this bishop he talking about it. He naming names. He said he's not afraid to name the names because you know, and it's not right to put the put black people just put them out forefront, but that you don't mention nothing about the white people. That's the powerful white people that's rich that like to get pumped. They at these parties too. White people have these parties. Not just Diddy having the party. They have parties too. They richer than Diddy. And they doing all sorts of stuff. They probably telling what all these people do. They probably do bestiality and all kind of crazy mess. They on them drugs and getting there, and them demons getting floating around in there from one person to another person to another person. You can't tell me there ain't no demons up in there. And getting in there and they and just running them crazy. And they just doing whatever. Did it raping children. I mean, he's sick. Well, he was sick. But all these people sick. when you bring children involved in y'all nasty crap. I mean, this don't make no sense. Oh, it makes that's why I have a hard time. I have a hard time because I get angry. I get angry. If you grown, you grown. And if you decide that you want to be a pervert and you just want to be nasty with your sex life, then you do it. You grown. You giving consent. But when you bring children into this stuff, it makes me angry. Cause these are young children, not teenagers. There may be some teenagers there, but I'm talking about under the teen years that they be having at these parties. Ruin them. Just ruin them. Them children probably be on drugs the rest of their life. Just messed up in the head. And I guess, man, if they live, because these idiots, some of these people, they drink children blood to get the adrenaline out of it because they not human. And I know they not a lot of these jokers ain't human because God, I know what God showed me in an open vision. And it was like I left from where I was and I was there looking at these people. And they had lizard faces, walking upright like us. You got a lot of shapeshifters. A lot of shapeshifters and a lot of, I do believe, a lot of our gang stalkers. The one that's really, really attacking us, that's coming after us like their whole life depend on them attacking us because they need the frequencies so they can stay looking like us until it's time for them to show their real self. Oh gosh, I've been praying for God to let my eyes see them for who they are. I want to see them for who they are. I want to see the lizards, not just though them looking like us, but I want to see their real self so they can't fool me. I started seeing stuff in church one day. Uh, God had the pastor. This was a different church, another church, and God, the pastor was calling people up to the altar. She was saying that God is calling somebody up to the altar. So God told me who it was He was calling up to the altar. I didn't know why He was calling, telling me. So I went up to the altar and I told the pastor that who God was calling up to the altar, and it was a mother and a daughter. I didn't know why. I didn't ask questions. I found out somebody told me they were gossiping, and that's how I knew what was going on. And she told me to go tell them. So when I started walking toward the mother face changed. Her face changed in front of me, and it got like an old woman, a real old, like she could have been, I mean, old, ancient time. And so I told her, I walked up to her anyway, and I told her that God's calling her up to the altar. So she went up to the altar. She started worshiping God. So I went to the daughter, and I told the daughter didn't budge. And then that's who needed to be into the altar, the daughter. And couldn't find out what was going on. The daughter was, uh, the daughter and a cousin were going with the same woman. Both of them women going with a woman, and all of them in the same church. And I didn't know. I didn't even know. You know, God don't be telling me. He just tell me to do something, and I do. I don't question it. I just go do it. You know, and that's what was going on. But the daughter didn't go up to the altar because she wasn't trying to repent. And they was on all of them was on the same choir, going into the same church, and they was, I guess, married with the two cousins married with each other because they both of them is messing with the same woman. Hmm. But anyway, There's just so much stuff going on. So much. So that's why I be asking if I can see that when I'm walking up to a person, they face it. I done seen other people things and other people. There was this lady. We was practicing a skit, and this lady was standing behind me. So I turned around to say something to her. Her face was like that too, looking real, real old. I mean, extremely old, and I did like that. And so the girl that was standing behind her said, what is it? She standing there looking crazy because she must go in some kind of trance or something. But she had a familiar spirit, but she called herself a prophetess. Mm. There was a familiar spirit, I do believe. And there's a lot of people that got familiar spirits in them, or maybe not familiar spirit, but they got spirits that allow them to see. Probably Kundalini, and they caused a lot of trouble. When you got the Holy Spirit, you don't be just making trouble in church. That's another spirit. Want to cause problems. But I won't even at church. They were trying to cause problems with me where I lived at. Cause the house manager, I was in the laundry room, and I'm getting ready to leave, and she just busted in the laundry room like she gonna scare me or something. I said, "Hey," I'm trying to figure out what is wrong with you busting in here like that. Cause I'm not getting ready to run. We'd have been fighting. If she'd have did anything to me, we'd have been fighting. And that's all to it. Cause I haven't did not one thing to you. If you want to be a gangster, cause I still didn't know. I didn't understand why people being mean to me. Cause they were being paid to do this, and then they would do it. Like I'm just scared. I'm not no coward. But when they started shooting me with this stuff going in my skin, that's a whole different story. And trying to attack my heart and got stuff programmed to go to my heart. That's why I say they got something at my heart because they keep attacking my heart. Everywhere they got these implants at, they attacks there. That's where they attack. And them doctor told me they put a stent there. I realized they did not put. That's why I ain't being back because I know that they lying. They didn't put no stent in my heart, in my arteries. They put some type of implant there. And that's why they keep trying to attack my heart because they know that they put an implant there. And that magnet, what I just showed, I used to wear it up, put it in my bra right here and sleep with it in a bra right there. I might have to stop by, but I haven't been feeling it moving or nothing. So I thought it had malfunction because I could feel it like a wheel. That's what it felt like, a wheel in there. And so one day it was trying to start, it was stopped, just start and stop. So I put that magnet up there and it just stopped and never did start back. I heard one of the implants uh, malfunction. I'm not gonna say where it was at, but I actually heard it when it malfunctioned. So these magnets, one lady said she had to wear her magnets for 2 years. She wore them around her ankle, but I can't wear. Cause I have to get up, walk around. Them things be flopping and fall off cause they're heavy. And I can't just sit there, you know. Maybe now I can't because they be having me. It's like I'm losing time or something. I'm watching TV, but I'm watching it more than I normally do. It's like they be want me to just sit so they can put this stuff in my body. it just it just so crazy. And I did look up acoustic air. It's an air wave. So I am going to do a video on that acoustic airwave. So it's that's probably what they people be hitting me with, cause they be hitting me with something that feel like a wave. That food truck man, I think that's what he was. That was something that he was doing, cause I could. It felt like a wave from the sound, from the sound of that truck, and I could feel the vibration of it, and it actually would wake me up. And when I wake up, he would change the sound because he knew I was trying to record that sound, but I couldn't. I could never get that sound. I could hear the truck, but it wouldn't sound like war drums. And that's the sound that he was making at night, all night. And when I wake up, he'll change the sound. It will still be real loud. That's why I couldn't understand why these people, what's wrong with these people in this whole entire neighborhood? I know somebody trying to sleep, and he got that truck loud like that. And one day, I actually videoed where you can see my wall at the back door vibrating. You can actually see the wall vibrating to the sound of that truck. So that might be what acoustic air wave. But I'm gonna read up on it, and I'm gonna make a video of it. And I do believe that stuff that woman just put on her house is doing something too. And she's not just putting it up there because she got her own house. That was her daddy house. I reckon it went to her, but she must be got a whole lot of money. He must have had a big insurance policy, or she got a really good job, retirement or something, because she held these people over there for hours, like pretty much a day, digging and doing stuff underground, and now they're on top of her house. And so when I open the front door, I'm feeling something coming against my heart. And I did see energy coming off her house. That first day that they put that stuff there, I could see energy like it was falling down off the roof of the house. I still ain't seen no black people over there. They all look like they Spanish. All the workers. And for the United States of America to have all these sundown towns all around America, that should show us who are black people, who they call black, even though our skin is, as y'all say, is brown. What happened to 2024 where people don't want to be called black no more? I don't have a problem with it. Light as I am, I don't have a problem with being called black. I don't have that problem. And I don't care that I'm being called black. I really don't. Tell you the truth, I'm proud to be a black woman. Very proud of it. Because we come from strong people. Even though some of them was greedy and selfish, that's how they so selling away people. You know, they sold us away because we want them. They keep trying to say that we are Africans, but we come from two different brothers. We still blood kin from the beginning, but we come from two different brothers. We come from Ham and Shem. Ham and Shem. We come from Shem. They come from Ham, but still kin. Probably still share the same DNA. How did it not share the same DNA when we come from the same, our ancestors come from the same mother and father? So we have to share the same DNA. Even they should share the same DNA. Japhet, those that come from Japhet, we all should have some kind of connection in our DNA, in our genome, because we all come from the same bloodline family. And while they're trying to make such a big difference and trying to make themselves more superior, which they're not, because a lot of their knowledge came from Ham children, the Africans, and even we went into Africa. That's where they got us from. And so why would they take our people into Africa? Because we can join in. They had a whole part of Africa called Negro Land. You got some people trying to debunk that. But people always they try to debunk the Bible. They try to debunk God, try to debunk Jesus, trying to say we not even from the earth, that we come from somewhere else. You got some people say some of the most craziest, and them the people that got the big followers. They got great big followers. And these people just sitting there, just full of lies, just lying. And they just takes it in, just take it in. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get off of here. Oh, I forgot I left the dog outside. So let me get off of here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do today. Uh, I got some plans to start put my hands to work, doing something very creative that was trying to buy. I had never seen those things. I saw this lady and this husband and wife team that do design. They go in rich people's house and just make their house look marvelous. And they had this in one of the rooms, and I said, "Oh, that is so pretty." So I went looking for it, and I found it. I'm gonna make my own. I'm gonna make my own. I want to do some flower arrangements, but when I go on Michael, I can't find no pretty flowers. But Michael have pretty flowers, but you have to go in Michael's, and I just don't have no way of getting around. Cause my daughter, she don't stop driving her. They keep messing with her car, and I don't think it's people. I think it's energy. There's that fake sun out there, and then at nighttime something be going in, some kind of light be in her car, moving from the front. It starts at the front of her car on the outside, and it moves itself to the inside, and from the front of her car, it go to the back and go out. And I keep telling her that she don't want to pay me no attention. I don't know if she just afraid to or what, but I'm just not that big of a coward. I'm just not. I'm just not that big of a coward. Or they something being done to her car. But anyway, let me get off of here and go and get this dog.